WWE was off in Paris for a clash that led to some interesting results, if not a very interesting show. Let's talk about WWE's Clash in Paris. WWE had another PLE out in Paris with Clash in Paris. Noteworthy, newsworthy. As far as a show, Let's run through it. Not going to go like big, in-depth match by match, but just kind of my thoughts overall on these matches. Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed. I thought this is what it needed to be. I do think that some subtlety is lost in trying to do this guy's obviously going to lose, but we need to make him look very strong first. I think there are ways to do it that isn't him winning for 20 minutes, eating one finisher, and losing. That feels just like, if you ever want your young guy to lose to the veteran, it is let him have a million moves and then let the veteran hit his finisher and it's over. And I feel like that has become a bit too basic. And it was obvious as the match was going on that they weren't going to squash Roman in that way. I feel like if you wanted to really get Bronson over, it should be in a knock him out, drag it out type of a brawl where it feels like it's 50-50 the whole way. Because the longer Bronson was beating down Roman, the more it felt obvious they're not just going to squash Roman in Paris and do it that way. So I feel like by trying to make it seem unpredictable, they have actually made it way too predictable, and that's become a bit of a problem. But the post-match beatdown, Bronson and Braun and all of them felt like monsters and felt like kind of what I talked about wanting the Death Riders to feel like, where they're the villains in Gotham and no one is safe. It kind of had that bit of a chaotic feel to it. So I guess mission accomplished on that, but it's just the match layout and structure I wish was a little bit different. The Wyatt Sicks against the Street Profits. We're doing a Street Profits breakup thing. And I know it's not like this just started this week with this one, but it does feel like they've been close, tied to the hip forever. And now after a couple of weeks, they're obviously going to break up now. It felt like sometimes WWE with tag team breakups, we can drag these things out for a while, right? Like Judgment Day. It went from being obvious they're going to break up, and now we're dragging it out, and now maybe it's not, and we don't know which direction it's going to go. It gives us time. But sometimes some of those get dragged on a bit too far. That's not this one. This is just we're good, I hate you, and now we're bad. So I don't necessarily love the story. I really do like them together. I am intrigued at what they would look like apart, for sure. So we'll see where this goes. Wyatt Sicks get the win. They, as a team right now, again, I liked how they came in as, they're not magic, obviously. They're just very violent people. And, their connection to the characters from the Wyatt universe spoke something to them. And so it's this guy knows he's not a bunny, but he has this connection to that character from the Wyatt world and his overall thing here. Now it's just oversimplified, and it's this guy thinks he's a rabbit, and now they're assholes, and they just cheat to win a bunch and all of that. I feel like it is a really dumbed down, oversimplified thing, and it has taken so much of the luster away from this group. Becky Lynch against Nikki Bella. Toxic messaging in on YouTube. I didn't watch it, but heard the Nikki Bella Becky Lynch match was really bad. Yeah, no, it was. Some of the hitting on the desk and just I'm not saying hit your face on it, but there's a way to do it where it doesn't look obvious to everyone that we're not watching a real fight. And it just felt like so many of those things there. And look, Nikki Bella, legend, all of those things. I've never been a fan at all. I don't think the in-ring ability has ever really been that has never been her thing, right? It's cool that she gets to come in and have matches with a few of these names in their prime and all of those things, but she was never the, oh man, what an amazing wrestler and all of that, right? Even when they're doing the give the divas a chance and they're kind of at the center of it, it was more just give them a chance in general, not, they are just these, Nikki Bella in particular is this fantastic in-ring performer. We have to get this. I've never got it with them. I feel like the promos are very robotic and really forced, and very obviously not authentic, I guess. And the matches are really clunky and blah. And that's what this was. And then it's just another quick out of nowhere finish for Becky, which I guess does kind of build up some of the suspense of it. And I do like that at times. It's becoming a little bit one note with that, but yeah, no, this was not a very good match, and I'm not exactly clamoring for Nikki Bella to come charging back at any point here in the next step of Becky Lynch's evolution. Make sure you follow me on social media for all the updates on everything going on with Couch Potato Diary. Check me out on Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok, Blue Sky, all the places. I am at Primetime Klein. Rusev against Sheamus. It got a "This is awesome" chant. This one really dragged for me. And I felt like each match basically was about 5 to 10 minutes too long. And that's like, I watched this morning and fast forwarded through a lot of it. This was a 3.5 hour show with 6 matches. And I don't think any of them really got to a fast pace to really get people going. Like, Cena and Logan Paul, I guess, did in the main event, had some of it. But this match really dragged for me. And it felt very early 2010s WWE, right? Like, it felt like that show. You have Nikki Bella, you have John Cena, you have CM Punk, and you have a brawl that is very stereotypical with a bunch of things all around the ring and a big plundering whatever. So, okay, I hope the feud is done and we can elevate both of these guys and just get them out of their own way, but this one didn't do it for me in the slightest bit. John Cena against Logan Paul, it felt like a tribute match where, like, Logan Paul hits a zigzag. You're getting a Styles Clash. The Cesaro throw him up in the uppercut. It is another one where Logan Paul loses, and throughout most of the match, they're talking about, man, I've earned so much respect. Look how close he is with John Cena and all of that. John Cena gets the win. Like, it was fun. It was a bit spammy, and it very much felt like you created 2 characters in the video game and just gave them everyone's finishers as all of the moves and just put on a show that way. So it was fun. It was probably exactly what it needed to be as a John Cena match in 2025. And then the main event, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight for the World Heavyweight Championship. The big moment of this is CM Punk looks like he has the match won with Seth Rollins up in the go to sleep. A mysterious hooded figure comes in, punches CM right in the punks, and helps Seth Rollins get the win with the curb stomp onto the chair. It is revealed afterward to be Becky Lynch, who is now, I suppose, joining the Vision. So this felt like the move to make. They've referenced each other enough, and now there is the obvious thought that in Chicago on Friday, AJ Lee is going to come back, and we get that kind of dream match that we've been waiting for a while with CM Punk coming back. I feel like as long as we've been waiting for that, we've been waiting for AJ Lee to return. Because she was, like, talking about what Nikki Bella wasn't as an in-ring performer, AJ was. And to see where the women's division has, pardon the pun, but to see where it's evolved and to where she would be able to fit into all of it would be very, very interesting and very fun. So hopefully that is the direction. But like, Seth winning is not overly unpredictable. This show wasn't great. A lot of people mentioning online the pacing of it all. It was 3.5 hours. And like, you get big long video thing for everything. And I get like there's different commercials and everything with Peacock, which isn't the last one with them, and all of that. But this dragged. This really did drag. I don't think any of the matches are all that worth going back to watch. You watch some TikTok clips, you'll probably get it all. This wasn't it. This felt like a house show in Paris that we just had English commentary on. Crowd was great. Crowd was loud. They got nuts for John Cena. They did all the chants and everything like that, but this wasn't much of a show, that's for sure. So yeah, more wrestling talk to come as the week goes on, and make sure you subscribe to Living Room Lariat wherever you get your podcasts.